Okay guys, today's project is brakes. We're working on the brakes for the Subaru. There's been some setbacks on that. I ordered the wrong rotors, but I'm going to put the calipers on, reuse the old rotors, and then I'll order the new rotors, and then I'll put those on. I'll go through what I did there. But this is what we're doing. It's pretty cool. So this is what we got now. This is a dual piston caliper, and it's called like an anvil sliding design. We're gonna go from that to this over here. 4-piston design. So this has pistons pushing in on all sides, and just as I had read on the internet that the rotors are the same size, they just changed the calipers. And so far, the only thing that's different about how this mounts up is where this bracket here, where the sliding jaw sits, is where the new caliper, the whole caliper sits in there, like this. So this whole entire thing goes in there, and then the pads go inside. So I'm gonna start taking this apart. It's a two-hand job, so as I do each step, I will walk through it. So let's convert this side to 4-piston, and in a couple weeks, I have the two-piston coming for the rear. And at the end of this, I'll show you what the difference in the rear rotors are. They're pretty significant. All right, so let's get changing this out. Okay, so the first part of the conversion is just like taking your brakes apart. You have to loosen this bracket up here, like this. This top bolt, you have to do it by hand in here. But, you know, it's just like a regular brake job where you have to remove this holder here and then the caliper. So this is a 12mm. Take this off. 17mm here. And go like this. Take it all off. Now what? The only part of this that you save is these 2 bolts on the bottom, and the rest of this kind of throw away. Well, not throw away. We'll sell it or something. But let's see. So, anyways, you got to take this off. God darn it. Of course, I have a full set of gear ratchets, except for they're not metric. They're all, so all my gear wrenches are all standard. Damn it. Let me take this off. Okay, I got that off. And so those 2 bolts, they go on the top and the bottom. They're right here. They go back into this, so you gotta resave those. Then the piston design goes in here. You gotta come up and tighten this caliper on here when you're doing this. That's how you set the pads. This with the stud lugs. A little trick is too to know which side goes where. It's the hole right here goes to the top, and so does the bleeder. They go both to the top. See? If I had them backwards, like this one is also on the top right here. Okay, like that. So top. So that's a key tip in knowing. God, it's hot here. It's like 100 degrees outside. The air conditioner not working. So that's the key. Is the bleeder goes up top in there. So now this side's still braided brake lines. Already, I bought a new set of them to go on there, and I'll show you a cool trick how to put them on and not cause yourself a headache. So let's go do that. Okay, when you do this, you got to put a copper washer on, and then that goes up here like that, and you put the other copper washer on like that, and then it goes in like this. So you pull this little thing out of there, like that, and this goes in. Now what you do is, you just snug it down, but don't make it tight. See how it's threading in? Like that. You want it to kind of be loose a little bit. Then this is adjustable. Then I'll go there. Alright, so then you get this 12 and you loosen this up. Still none of the stuff in here, right? So that bolt comes out. Now this gets out of its place there, like that. Like that. You're gonna come up. You set this in here. So you're gonna put this in there. Kind of where you want it. You don't want that caliper to drop over there. That'd be no bueno. Set it like that. Out of the way. Okay. Now this distance here shouldn't change. Right? The distance here and here is not going to change. This will hold this here. Okay. So then when this distance is all set up, you kind of bend it where you're going to want it to go up here, right? Then you tighten this down. So you know, you get that angle right where you want it. I'm going to want it a little bit like that. So, and it's going to want to twist, so you're going to hold it. Okay, so that, twist it like that. And now this is all set up. We'll tighten the rest of this down. God, it is hot. Okay, so the next thing we got to do now, see, now this is all hooked up. I just tightened this down. So now we got to finish the rest of the brake line. And this takes 2 hands, so I can't record it. But you get your line wrenches. This is a 17 over here, and this is a 10 millimeter. Okay, so I went ahead and did this. There's a retaining pin right here that holds this all together. Then so you loosen this one on the bottom and top, and then you pull this pin out. So loosen this, hold that, and loosen that with line wrenches. When that's a little bit loose, then grab in here with a pair of pliers and just pull it out like that. Okay? And then, there you go, locked in. So now, we're going to let this gravity bleed. And then when that starts dripping out of here, so this is filling full of fluid. And then when these pistons fill up, this will start dripping, and I'll show you with that because it's going to take a minute. Okay, so while that thing's gravity bleeding, we're going to come in here, we're going to pull this out. This releases the pins right here. And these pins will slide out of here now instead of using the anvil thing. One of these has a little silencing thing. I mean, this will make noise when the brake pads get too low. That goes on the back side. See, on the back side, you get a pin, and you stick that in like that. Bottom pin, no, they come in from the other side, like this. Then we're going to get this pad here. See the hole in the pin? So the one without the vibrator, and then it goes like this. Sticks across here, lines up like that. Right. Same thing here, like that. And make sure the little holes stick up. Like that. Then you grab this little wire back here again. like this. Goes in one hole, like that. Goes in the second hole. Okay. God damn it. There we go. One. Little fiddlesticks. Okay, so this goes up. That goes like that. Like that. So they're in there now. You grab this little thing, stick it in. That holds it like that. Right? So go through the top, then the bottom, and then this little retainer comes in there, and that keeps the pins from sliding in and out. So they're locked in now. Then there's one more piece. It's what is it? This part here. This part here. It goes on top of that whole selection. See right here? That goes in like that. And then like that. I'm doing it around here. The other side was way easier. Let me take a look. Okay, see now it's dripping out of here. The little air bubbles coming out. It's bleeding out. See that? There's more air bubbles. It's gonna drip. Another air bubble. See, when it starts doing the air bubbles, then it's all done. See, it's still bubbling. There's probably more easy ways to do this, but with no one else here, this is about the only way I got to do it without help. More air bubbles. Okay, so now it's been a minute. We're gonna see if it's still, yeah, see how it's just flowing? So a little bit more. It's still blowing air out. There should be enough fluid in there now. I'm gonna seat the pads real quick. So that entails, I'm gonna go push on the brake. Okay, we're in the car. So now all you do, you gotta push the pedal in, but don't bury it because you'll scratch the, see that? And then it gets hot. Don't go all the way down. There we go. All right. Now I'm gonna get out of the car. All right, so see now the pistons are out and it's more locked in there. There's no slop in it. So what I had to do with this is I went down, bottom, and I had to bend this in so it would stick in there, like that. So this holds the pads in position. But this is the factory WRX rotor from 03. And then, let's see. And now it's bleeding again because I pushed the pistons out. So I gotta go up and put more brake fluid in there. Okay, so I went out and test drove it and seated the pads, and this is what it looks like now with the rotors, new calipers on. Definitely a lot better braking. But these are what we're putting on next in the back. We're gonna go into this. See now that's just a thin blade. That's a vented caliper. Cross slot it. So that's what we're doing next. So thanks for watching the video. The next video on this will probably be either the timing belt or the rear rotors. So stay tuned. Thanks.